Tonight, Checkpoint can reveal the origins of the controversial so-called korowai that New Zealand Golf bestowed on the winner of the recent Golf Open. It was draped on the triumphant winner's shoulders and caused a bit of a stink on social media, with some in the Māori weaving community and beyond saying it's not a genuine korowai and shouldn't be called one when it looks like a cheap couch rug or a craft project. New Zealand Golf has not been forthcoming with information about who made it and how, but we can confirm it's faux fur with rooster or turkey feathers, and we know exactly where it's come from. Strolling to work this crisp Auckland morning, one of our producers was positively frozen to the spot after noticing the window display in a souvenir shop. A mannequin adorned with a faux fur cloak, bedazzled with feathers of some description, a dead ringer for New Zealand Golf's so-called korowai, the one draped over Aussie golfer Zach Murray's shoulders in his moment of victory. New Zealand Golf initially told us it was a gift from Ngāi Tahu, then backed away from that, saying instead it had simply been blessed by the iwi. But Checkpoint can now reveal its actual origins.
Do you recognise the cloak used at the New Zealand Golf Open as one of your own?
Yes, it's definitely one of ours.
Roz Hunt from Rotorua-based Rozcraft. She can pick her company's work in a lineup.
I actually based my original ideas on a visit to Te Papa and looked at the pre-European cloaks of the 1850s, and we designed a lot of those on that. The reason we don't use kiwi feathers is, one, it would be absolutely impossible to kill a kiwi and put on the cloak, so some people are given a kiwi feather when a kiwi's run over or has to be destroyed. But for the general public, there's no way we're going to kill a kiwi to make a cloak.
Starting price $280. Some retailers sell them for more. The one we spotted, $395. And yes, it's faux fur.
I went to a textile fair in China and I thought, my goodness, that looks just like a kiwi. Let's see if we can make a cloak. And that's how I started.
Here's the company's own detailed description.
Korowai, Māori cloak, $280. Available in roimata, brown or marama, cream. People are amazed when they see the quality. Most people expect that these would be selling for over $1,000. Drawstring cord means the korowai can be brought in or out to fit different size adults. Fully lined with faux suede and washable. The korowai is made from faux fur with rooster feather trim.
They're not actually rooster feathers.
It says on your website, sorry, I'm just taking from the product description on your website, Rozcraft, it says the trim is rooster feathers?
Some is, but sometimes it's also a farmed pheasant, which is a Lady Armitage pheasant, which is farmed for its feathers. And we also have another one which actually comes from a turkey industry in America, where they would dump them otherwise for the fast food industry, and they're reprocessed and they come back in here with full health checks and everything.
Back to the online blurb.
Feathers used have been imported into New Zealand after disinfectant treatment, fumigated and cleared by the Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry. As New Zealand's import restrictions are the strictest in the...
We have never claimed that ours are handmade, individually woven with feathers. We wouldn't even try to do it. We respect that they take 6 or 7 months to make. You never can really put a value on them. They're a family heirloom. But we have a lot of families who still want to celebrate a 21st or an unveiling or a graduation with something that makes them feel it's from home. And a lot of people even take them home to Australia and places, and we just get nothing but positive feedback. But I'd like to make it quite clear, it's not a handmade, hand-woven, 6-month product.
The one our producer spotted had a barcode that read poncho, Māori korowai, and the maker's name is handwritten on the tag. The New Zealand Golf Cloak has been described by some as a couch rug, and the saga dubbed Ugly Cloak Alert. An eyesore they believe should not be referred to as a korowai. Here's renowned weaver Vera Noa Hatet from earlier this week.
Tokenism, and I think it's quite insulting. They chose to present him with something that was below par. It's a slight on New Zealand golf for calling it a korowai.
Roz Hunt has no problem calling her design a korowai.
I have no issue with the word korowai. In fact, I was told that by some of the elders years ago that it's fine to use that term. We also use the term kakahu quite loosely. A kakahu is a description for clothing, and the korowai can be defined by the type of materials it's made in, but this is also not something that's not generally agreed on. If you look at the internet, some people have different interpretations, even different tribes have different interpretations. And we've had a lot of support from different iwi with these. They've been used on a lot of significant occasions on marae where people simply want to have a whole kapahaka group dressed in something and they can't afford to have all hand-woven ones.
Rozcraft sales manager, Roz's son, David, says the design is super popular.
We know they're not a $15,000 korowai, but if you go off to your grandma who died last week's tangi, you're probably not going to have $15,000 sitting around to go and buy one. So that's what we offer this product for, you know. And people can wear them without worrying about damaging them. They're a practical item.
And that's Rozcraft sales manager, Roz's son, David. We have asked questions of New Zealand Golf's Chief Executive, Dean Murphy, every day this week, which remain unanswered. But in a statement through just a short time ago, he says New Zealand Golf has listened to the feedback and takes it very seriously. You have my assurance, he says, that New Zealand Golf and tournament organisers will be undertaking a review of all aspects of the presentation ceremony pertaining to Māori culture ahead of next year's tournament, which will include consultation with appropriate iwi leaders and kaumatua to ensure these and any other concerns are comprehensively addressed. Beyond this, we don't wish to make any further comment at this time, but thank you for highlighting these issues.